Hi, I'm Phil Buchanan. I'm president of the Center for Effective Philanthropy.
And I'm Andrea Brock. I'm a manager on the research team.
In recent years, there's been a lot of attention paid to the power of social media to influence positive social change. So given that, it's not surprising that foundations have increasingly invested time and resources in social media. And we at CEP wanted to take a look at those efforts. And so Andrea Brock is going to tell us a little bit about what we did and what we learned. Andrea, what did we do?
So last year, we collected survey responses from over 6,000 grantees through our Grantee Perception Report, which is an assessment tool we offer here, and really asked them questions about their use of social media and whether or not they're using foundation social media.
What did we find?
So we found that the majority of foundations, including this research, are using social media, by which I mean they have a blog, Twitter account, Facebook page, or are posting videos. And we also found that the majority of the grantees are using social media at their own organizations. Yet, few grantees are using foundation social media, and those that are actually finding it less helpful than other communication resources that foundations are providing.
So what's going on? If grantees are the nonprofits, they're using social media in their own work. So it's not that they're neophytes when it comes to social media. That's not the explanation. But somehow they're not paying attention to foundation social media. Do we know why?
We don't have a definitive answer to that question. Like you already said, grantees are using it at their own organizations. So it's not like they're unaware of how to use social media or they're not savvy enough. Another hypothesis we looked into is whether or not grantees even want to use foundation social media. And we found that there is a sizable proportion of grantees wanting to that are not currently doing so. However, we are really left still with lots of questions, whether or not they're just unaware of foundations engaging in social media, and also really what the content is. Is it really interesting to grantees to be engaging in foundations in this way?
Yeah, and so I mean, is an implication of this research that foundations should sort of give it up and redeploy the resources that they're expending, human and monetary, on social media elsewhere because it's just not worth it?
And it definitely does take time and resources to have a social media presence. However, foundations probably are reaching other audiences or wanting to reach other audiences beyond grantees through their social media, such as communities at large, community leaders, other stakeholders. And so I don't think we would say that it's being not useful at all. However, hopefully through our research, foundations are really asking some tough questions. How is social media a value add to their foundation? Is it helping them achieve their goals that they set out, and how do they know? Yeah,
and to the extent that they are trying to reach grantees or interact with grantees, communicate with them, engage with them through social media, certainly these findings raise some tough questions about whether that's working, right?
Definitely.
Okay, great. Well, there's more information on our website about this research. You can download the research report. There's also an active discussion on our blog. Andrea, I want to thank you for your work and for sharing it with us here. Thank you.